It is Khmer. Now, finally, these maps look like King of the Desert again. Like that, the first two maps were really wallable. And now this is more so what we've been seeing in this tournament. Oh my god, this map for Licks is awful. Where are his wood lines? Look at this. Like, I'm zooming all the way out from his main TC. I can't see another wood line. And then you look at Hoang's TC. He's got 4. This map is disgusting for Licks. And he's up against one of the most aggressive players in the game. Wow. All right. Well, he is Berbers, so in the Castle Age, he could spam cheap knights and camels. He does have faster villagers for throughout the whole game, which does also affect your farms. That's quite nice. This is, I love open Arabia maps, but this is a problem with King of the Desert map, because every once in a while, you're just going to have a completely lopsided map situation. Licks is going to have to be on his game. They're also really close together. All right, so Hoang, he's now taking his backwood line. He has options. He's got golds here. He also has golds here. That's another thing. Like, the golds for both players are pretty bad. I'd say there's more wall potential for Hoang, but normally he just goes for mini walls anyways. Guys, admin restarts are only used in the event that resources are bugged. So this is just a map script that is extremely unfortunate for Licks. There will be no restart here. This game will be played. If a sheep was bugged or a gold was bugged, like in a woodline or something, then that's an admin re. But yeah, you've got to play it, unfortunately, in Licks' position. Let's see. If Hoang was ever going to advance, this is just a gift from the AoE gods for him. The map being this open. But let's not count out Licks, because I think Licks, he understands what's coming. Also, have you guys ever seen Hoang play Khmer? Type a 1 in chat if you have never seen Hoang play Khmer. I've never seen this dude play Khmer before. Now, I've had some experiences watching Hoang play different civs. Probably the best example of what Hoang is like when he's not playing Celts. I once watched him play a cross game in the tournament called Visible Cup, which is a map where there's 4 ponds and you should make fishing ships. He picked Slavs. He made a total of 3 fishing ships the entire game and farmed. So, fortunately for Hoang, there's no water maps here. But, like, sometimes he can be a little bit out of his element, and I'm just curious if... Well, he doesn't do anything different, right? So he's probably still going to be able to make knights and siege. His scorpions will be even stronger. He's probably still going to drush. But yeah, Khmer is a new one. And he takes out the elephant, no problem. He's actually sending 5 to wood, and there's the early barracks. Licks is going to try and wall this map. Well, remember, Licks, his counter to it last time was to go fast castle. So Hoang needs to run away, having less HP on his scout right now. But if he feels like the way to beat Hoang is to go fast castle, on this map, I mean, I guess you could wall this way, in theory. But it just seems so brutal. His map's looking a lot better now that he's walling towards this woodline, though. Like, the second that he gets the walls up, and if he scouts this woodline, it's easy wall there. He does have his golds and stones behind. And Hoang coming forward now with his first of probably 3 militia. There was a day where Hoang would make more than that. But I think people figured him out, and so he doesn't make more anymore. Okay. How come tournaments aren't giving players restarts anymore? Listen, I'm just the caster, man. I'm not an admin. Not the host, I don't know. Oh my god, the militia, Hoang. Okay, down 1 militia. I think there might be restarts later on, but I don't know. I don't think there are in this set. Like, I think there's been many good examples of how you can have a bad map and still play the map correctly. And Licks is doing a fantastic job. Props to Licks. He knows what's coming. And Hoang has actually not scouted what is an awful map for Licks, with only 1 safe woodline. This wood line over here could, of course, be ranged. Okay, Lix is going to wall this way just because he hasn't scouted that wood line there. You just getting here. We are in game number 3 in a best of 3. Hoang won game number 1. Lix won game number 2. And Hoang has just been doing Hoang things. Whoa, he's going feudal really early. I know he's Khmer. But 24 vills? Seems a bit extreme. And wow, he got lucky there. He actually kills Lix's scout. Oh no, Lix doesn't know where he is. Lix might assume that Hoang is up here. But he has no clue, and he's going to stone now. What if he wants to go fast castle into camel archers? Full wall, fast castle into camel archers. I feel like you get the castle up to protect your base, you're good. But getting that castle up can be extremely dangerous if Hoang can have a solid uptime. Tower defense does not work. And if they're feudal age towers, they're so low HP. This is another reason that Hoang is much better on DE balance, because towers only have 700 HP in feudal. No, I think it might be Stonewall, but I think more than anything, this is FC into an eventual castle. The Hoang is arriving in feudal age before he has the resources, but remember, he doesn't need to build his buildings to go up, because he's Khmer. Having the scout is extremely helpful for Hoang, as he's pushing in the ostrich now. And just watch the resources climb for him, and watch the resources climb for Lix. Project Belgium is the only player to win the series after losing the first game. Kind of makes sense because 90% of the games have been the sets have been 2-0 most times, right? So that statistic is normally pretty astounding, but I think for the round of 64, since most of them are 2-0s, that's not hugely surprising. Does Hoang see? Okay, he sees the stone, but he does not know that Lix is taking the stone. If he brings the scout over here, though, I think he'll be able to see it. He can scout one more tile. Now he sees Market Blacksmith. He is on his way to Castle Age. This is FC for Lix. If Lix can get the castle up, I think he's golden. But he also, you know what?
Ranges 1 neutral island kappa.
You've got to get that castle close to your town center, too, because you could still lose it. Camel Archer still died to Scorpion Mangonel Knight in the early stages. Okay, if he attacks this palisade wall... Okay, see, now he can see it. So, Hoang should at least know if he noticed that. There's the stable. Here come villagers. He's pulled 3. Is he going to be tempted to tower that? Whoa, did he just get an eco upgrade? He got an eco upgrade! Double bit axe and 2 lumber camps! Oh no, Lix, what are you doing? Just beating him makes him stronger. Basically, if you tower there, then what that does is that forces Lix to tower, and that gets him a bit further away from building his castle. Oh, Hoang just snuck in here with his scout to see what's up. He'll know where to pressure. Oh boy, he sees the gold. Nom 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 nom. He sees the stone. He's just building houses in the meantime. We're gonna see knights come forward. Maybe an elephant or 2 could be pretty epic here. He's gonna build the siege workshop on the hill. So if it doesn't work, he does not win this game, because that siege workshop will probably be in range of the castle if the castle's built here. I like how he just lets the opposition know. Like, Hoang could have gone full boom here. But nope, he always does this, and he just builds it right next to their walls. Like, hey, I'm here. I have arrived. The first Mangonel will be out in about 20 seconds. Yeah, Lix needs to build his castle here, I think. Yes, that's a good castle. Okay, now that Hoang sees this, he has to decide how he plays this. He could also see that there's only 1 wood line for Lix. So I think in the past, I've seen Hoang push the TC from the other side. Now, the same thing goes for Hoang, where if he gets hit at home, he's kind of screwed. But he is Khmer, so he could make houses next to the lumber camps and the mining camps, and he could hide in them while he waits. But yeah, here he comes. I think this is exactly what Lix was preparing for. And Lix does have Bodkin already. I think Lix is in a good spot right now. The gold is also protected for now. So he can mine it for a bit. And if he needs to, he could also maybe sneak out to this gold. The counters for Hoang in the past included Fast Castle Redemption Monks or Fast Castle Castle Unique Unit. If you have a good one. Like Mongols is always good. Berbers is similar. You could make an argument that Camel Archers are better than Mangadai in Castle Age at this stage. Hoang actually has the better eco. It would be interesting to see Hoang turn this into a boom game. He does actually boom. Like, what if he... Uh-oh. Ooh, good attack rounds. Lix is moving out pretty early here. Hoang is attacking the mining camp with his knights. He's obviously distracted, but he kills a villager. And he also kills a camel archer. And he kills another villager on the gold. And another villager. Micro, the micro from Lix. This is the danger. Snipes a mango. Go for a fourth camel archer here in a bit and goes over to this gold right now. Still, we see the micro. Hoang does not have a repair veil here. He's behind enemy lines. That mango's going down. It might land a shot, but that is definitely going down. And rip to that what? One more shot and rip to that Mangonel. Well, there's a hole there, though, which Lix sees as he snipes the Mangonel, and good work from Lix. Very impressed with his defense so far, but he is behind economically. What does Hoang decide to do now? That didn't work. What does he keep coming? He keeps coming. This time he brings the villagers. This is what I mentioned about the siege workshop, though. Like, this siege workshop being so close to where the castle would go up is really, really good for Lix. I think Hoang should have built that further back. He just lost the Scorpion there, and the siege workshop will go down, meaning he'll have to build a new one. Now, the real issue for Lix, he does not see wood on the left side. So if he loses the wood line, it's almost worse than losing the gold. I think he's scouting, but he might be looking for Hoang's base, to be honest. But I know wood for Lix as he makes a second backup lumber camp. That's the wall with wood. He will try to do what he can with just 2 camel archers and a Mangonel at home. And losing that scout in Dark Age was so huge. He's looking all over for Hoang. Can't find him. I think Hoang's almost expecting it, having the knights there. Oh, that house wall hasn't gone up yet. House wall has not gone up yet. Villagers are dying. Hoang takes out the Mangonel. He'll keep his Mangonel alive. The Scorpion's still here. Hoang has a big eco lead. Words I never thought I'd say. Villagers dying. He's on this gold. Lix is on the wood line now from Hoang. Hoang has 2 knights with no armor. If Lix micros, he can still keep the camel archers alive. But he's got so much to do at home right now, guys. Is Hoang about to advance to most likely face the Viper in the next round? The camel archers are done. Those 3 camel archers will die. Lix can't take wood. Worst map I've probably seen in a long time. This is even worse than what Vivi had earlier. Whoops, I just put Lix on view lock. Didn't mean to do that. And now Hoang's going to try and eat the TC. You play against Hoang long enough, and eventually your eco is going to look like his eco. 25 villagers on gold. Oh, man. Still, Hoang's got to be careful as he snipes these villagers. He's got to make sure he does have military in this game. But, guys, 23 eco for Lix. I don't know where Hoang is going with the siege. That must have been a misclick. But this is no misclick. Back on the golds. So many villagers weak. Another one goes down. And is this going to be a new siege workshop? It will be. Now, Hoang could just add TCs and boom and probably win this game. But he's not that type of player. He realizes what works for him, and also what works against someone in Lix's position. So he's just going to go for more siege. Oh my god, he's added a town center. He's actually added a town center. He's microing and macroing now. And that's the move that I was saying. I think it's a good move. Now, does he know he can hide in houses with Khmer? Because if he hides inside that house, those villagers will stay alive. Lick's in dire need to get a counter in. We'll send these camel archers to where he knows the gold is. But that's where Hoang is currently building the TC. And also a blacksmith. He didn't have one of those. Alright, here come the camel archers. A quick garrison from Hoang, and a lot of those camel archers die. Wow. One goes down. Sniped. Ballistics town centers. What it looked like anyways. Yo, guys, I'm pumped for Hoang. But does anyone else just feel so bad for Licks because of this map? This map is brutal, man. Like, to play against Hoang on this map, oof. But he had the strat down. He still went FC. And he got the camel archers. Just Hoang was still able to do the damage. This game is not over yet, but one farmer for Licks. I think the second the camel archers go down, that's when the score switches big time. I just don't think he has enough to defend at home and also consistently counter. That is if Hoang starts to add eco. His eco is still all out of whack as he sends 17 villagers to build one lumber camp. He's got scorpions patrolling at home. Hoang garrisons and could use those scorpions nicely around his eco. He knows how important this woodline is for Licks. Hoang has seen more of Licks' base than Licks has seen of his own base, if you think about it. Look at the scouting for Licks on the minimap. Now look at Hoang. Hoang has seen slightly more of Licks' own base. Really tells you what type of player he is. Is it all hype? Is this Hoang guy just a rated game, one-trick pony? Or can he actually bring this strat into tournaments? This is the question that we wanted answered today. Or would open maps hurt or help Hoang? I think the open maps have certainly helped Hoang. Saw it in game 1. We've seen it here in game 3. Also, the Khmer Scorpions definitely helping Hoang. They've been sick. How does Hoang have 2 TCs and now he's only 10 vills ahead, though? Can someone explain that to me? He's adding a 3rd TC with 7 farms. He has 1,000 gold. This eco balance, though. Horse collar. Okay. He's starting to boom. Licks has kept his 1 town center active more than Hoang has been able to keep his 2 TCs active. Does he have a market? He doesn't have a market yet either. This eco balance is just so Hoang. 20 on wood, 20 on gold, 7 on food. Welcome to Hoang's base. If you would like to find the gold and wood eco, we have that on the left, right, front, and center. If you'd like to find the food eco, you have to look really hard for it, but you'll find it. Hoang is now only ahead by 9 villagers. He knows the camel archers are over here, and I still think his comp is way better as he makes a market to, I assume, buy food. Oh, big shot! Oh, 3 camel archers down. Would monks make sense for Hoang? Nah, he doesn't really need them. He just needs eco. He's done enough damage. And then from there, it'd be a... Like, Hoang sometimes adds 6 or 7 TCs. So I think Scorpion Defense is fine, but Scorpion Defense is risky if Licks ever pushes forward with Mangonels, which is unrealistic. Or, there's another thing Licks could do, and make Knights. Wheelbarrow and now Bowsaw for Hoang, so he's getting more eco upgrades. And yeah, the TCs are starting to churn out now. He's got 7 Scorpions on the map right now. And Licks, as he adds the 2nd TC, is just... You know, he's trying to outmaneuver. That's all he can do right now. I feel like he snipes a villager. He's going to pay a heavy, heavy price. Loses 2 vills. Hoang, and he will deal with this, so Licks runs away while also having this army here. I think Licks is about to go to his 3rd TC. But he doesn't have the Khmer farms. And he doesn't have a base to really boom in, guys. He does not see the left wood line. Now, granted, should he scout that? Yeah, I mean, he's going to go now, but I think he just assumes that he's been extremely unlucky to get this map. Okay, now he sees that. I would say a TC over here would make sense for Lix to secure wood. But the real problem is Hoang is out-booming him, and he needs to pressure Hoang. Can he do that realistically right now? I think maybe you go forward with 2 or 3 Mangonels and your Camel Archers, and you start to pressure this area right here. This is where Hoang has the gold. He's getting ballistics for Camel Archers. Hoang doesn't have even armor on the Knights, so... The Camel Archers should wreck the Knights. The Mangonels could do well against the Scorpions. That and or your own Knights, but I question whether or not he has the eco for that. And Lix actually thinking along those lines wants a forward siege workshop, which Hoang will... not see. Oh, man. That could be huge. I think Hoang, like, his struggle has always been that he's not a very balanced player. He's either YOLO attack or YOLO eco. So, like, he has way too many Scorpions right now. It doesn't even seem real. So, if Mangonels start coming out, and it's Mangonels and Camel Archers as I just stated, I think that Lix could actually do it. He's done a great job keeping these Camel Archers alive. Now, after I say that, he's going to forget and probably lose them all, because that's just the life of T90, but... Let's see. Hoang was not aware of this. He's refreshing a lumber camp in the same area he's about to get attacked. He hops in the houses, and now he sees the Mangonels. Watch for the Scorpions. Man, Lix's micro has been so on point. Oh, big shot there for Lix. Hoang sends in the Knights. He doesn't have the upgrades. He does not have the upgrades to take out the Mangonels. He's losing so many Scorpions. Oh, this is crazy. Will he lose more? He loses 2 more. Lix doesn't have the eco, but he's the one who will eat TCs soon. This is so dangerous for Hoang. He needs Knights with armor. Oh my god. He's falling apart now, guys. He can't find the balance. He's got 24 villagers on stone. He wants a castle. Lix is showing that, you know, you've got to find that balance, man. He's showing his experience here. Now, I wonder if Hoang knows that Khmer get redemption, because in theory, he could convert the Mangonels with redemption monks. Also, remember, these Camel Archers are 1 or 2 Scorpion shots away from all dying. Hoang is going to build his castle. What's that? Here. Okay. Alright. And he's getting attacked on this side. Just Hoang things, man. He still has the siege workshop, so now he's like, he's going to go imp for Trebs. Hoang is going to go imp for Trebs. He wants to treb down this castle, which is why he's going for the forward one. Hoang lands a Mangonel shot uphill, does not get the kill. Lands another shot, and actually the TC gets the kill. Hoang lost his to the Camel Archers. Well, this is still winnable for Hoang. He's up to imp! Soon. Eventually. In theory, he just makes the defensive castle on a wood line. He has gold income, so he will be fine to make trebuchets. And then who knows what Lix does from there as his eco starts to get treb down. What a ridiculous series. Probably the only... Well, I might have 2 sets, actually, from the round of 64 that end up all hitting YouTube. That end up going to YouTube, but this one's a special set right here. Thank you guys for turning out for this, too, and being hyped along with me. Scale barding for Lix. I think now he realizes he has the eco for some Knights, but eco is really not that good. It's more so suited towards the Camel Archers and the Mangonels. Hoang needs wood. He needs gold to make trebs. Now, the treb is going to be around here. I don't think that's... Actually, if Hoang doesn't have fletching... Okay, he's getting fletching now. I was just thinking... That's his imp TC. That is his imp TC. Of all the town centers to choose, he chose the forward town center. No. No. He's at 63%. If he doesn't go imp, he could die. He should die. What is this game? Hoang. It's not right. It's Hoang, and I don't think he knows. Does he know? Oh! We have Hoang's TC about to get eaten here. Oh, but big Mangonel shots, though. Those Mangonel shots might save him. Oh! He's fine. He's fine. The uphill shot gets 2. Oh, my God. The defense. He was never even bothered. He barely repaired it. Okay, here come the Trebs. My point was with fletching. If you have fletching, I don't think Mangonels could hit the Trebuchet from here. Yeah, that's one too many Scorpions if you don't have Mangonels, I think. At least that's what I would say in game. But maybe Lix feels as though he needs to fight because bad things are about to happen. I guess he has the monks to heal. Okay, one way to look at it. The church is on fire here, but the monks still seem to be doing their job happily. The power of God for you, but... Guys, Lix needs all-in castle to beat this. He needs camel archers and light cav. Or knights, or something. He can never go imp. Imp, I mean, he doesn't have the resources to even be close to that. It's just not an option for him. He needs to repair. He needs to somehow stop this castle. Hoang, don't lose your castle, though. Don't lose the castle. You'll lose the castle. Oh! This guy just gives me heart attacks on a regular freaking basis. My blood pressure is so high right now. This is ridiculous. Alright, he's just... Whatever. He's just gonna make a castle here. He doesn't care. And... Lix will lose this castle. He will lose his monastery. He will lose his TCs. He's got this one. He's underneath Hoang's TC, which isn't being repaired. Hello? Hello? Earth to Hoang. Hoang, you need to react to this. He doesn't have gold income now. Where are his golds? All forward, right? I saw +2 come in for Lix, so he's definitely thinking of going knights. If he takes out the Trebs and Scorpions... Oh, God. Okay, that defensive castle working well for Hoang there. But, like, this is winnable for Lix now. He destroyed 2 more Scorpions. Another Scorpion. And Hoang's eco is not looking good. More Scorpions going down. Is Lix going to eat another TC? He's going to eat another TC. And Hoang doesn't have the gold to make Mangonels. Oh my God. That TC's going down. Hoang doesn't even try and stop it because he knows. He who eats TC knoweth when his TC shall be eaten. Okay, that was bad. But... all bad jokes aside, this is ridiculous. Lix, if he gets enough +2 knights with some camel archers, can destroy the trebuchets underneath the castle, but I just don't know what that number is. I mean, Mangonels alone are going to be able to do enough against anything that's not underneath that castle. Oh! Okay, the monks are fine. And the Treb snipes Mangonel. The pressure continues over at Hoang's base. Hoang could look for the extra gold on the left as he adds farms. A ballista elephant is here. That's probably not what you want to do with your gold. Hoang wants to drop a castle. Hoang wants to drop a castle here, guys. He feels like that's his only chance if he drops that castle. And it might be a doubt castle. And it might mean Hoang is out of King of the Desert. You know he wants to drop it here. He has the stone for it now. He has the Trebs. Lix is just waiting with knights over here and light cav. Where is he going to go? Lix pressuring this TC. He's going to eat another one, possibly. Lix will see that Mangonel. He will make very quick work of it with his excellent micro. He's been so good with the camel archers. Here comes Hoang with forward stables. What? Forward stables now for Hoang. Hoang will soon be on 2 town centers. Now he's dropping a castle here. I mean, truthfully, This castle is way smarter than building the castle here. And there is gold over here. This is how he finds gold. And now you see Lix making a defensive castle. This is a very important part of his eco. I suppose Hoang could just treb this down soon if his trebs are here. He's making Lix reposition. Who's winning right now? Like, I thought Lix was winning, but now I feel like if Hoang pushes this gold, that he's not winning, and Huang's gonna push the gold. Huang's probably gonna treb this down. I guess Lix could go imp. It is Lix, but it's just such a weird position. I like how someone said Lix win easy. Tell you what, nothing about this game has been easy for anybody. Both the people watching and playing, trust me, Hoang, and the villagers involved, apparently. Hoang. Lix is about to imp. Here are the trebs. Lix needs to keep that castle up. He needs his camel archers. He's expanded eco on this side. He needs to go up. But he needs an answer to the trebs, guys. I have seen Hoang win hundreds of games with less eco. Soon, neither player is going to be able to collect gold. Oh my god, the ram, though. You're kidding. Hoang just tried to use his trebs against the ram because he knows how bad that is. He refuses to pack up the trebs. He sends the villagers. The ram will get one treb. No, it will not. And now Lix has to flee. Lix is housed. Where's Lix going imp? This is Lix's imp TC. What is happening here? Forget the best of 3 going to YouTube. This game's going to YouTube. The deciding game in this series. And this is his imp TC. People, pay attention. I mean, either one is a huge risk. I mean, just make a TC in the left corner and hope for the best, I guess. I think Hoang will prioritize the town center. And I think Hoang, as he sends villagers this way to look for resources, might encounter Lix as he escapes. Oh my god. Wait a second. He switched it. He canceled imp and he switched to this town center. Well, I mean, good foresight. But that was at like 60%. Meanwhile, the knights come in and Hoang reacts and Lix deletes the knights. Look at the score, people. This is what I mean. Lix win easy. Huh? Easy. Okay, I think full Hussar does it, though. If you get enough Hussars out with armor and attack, you counter the monks, you counter the trebs, you counter Mangonels, you pretty much counter Hoang in general. The camel archers are still back here, by the way. But yeah, I think with more food eco, you can win this game if you're Lix. It's going to be tough to push the castles, but you could still have the presence of mind to maybe squeeze, like, get some gold over here. He does have 3 relics working for him as well. And he will make it imp. Hoang has to expand his eco further and probably raid himself. He just noticed that this castle is up now for Lix. Oh, man. There's so many villagers for Hoang. Guys, if I could count how many kills these camel archers have gotten, I bet it'd be over 50 in this game. This group of camel archers has been so crucial to Lix. Not the first time we've seen 2 monks healing them either. The value is out of this world. And, he continues to expand his eco against the pressure at the same time. And Hussar and Husbandry's on the way. With plate barding, Hoang might be in big trouble. But, I mean, Huang's getting that himself right now. And he's going to drop another castle. Wait, but this could be denied. Because it will be Hussar with Camel Archer. If Lix sees this, Lix could make his move. Lix should make his move right now. Same time, he finds the extra farms for Hoang. Hoang is getting iron casting. Lix makes the move. If this castle gets denied, it might be the end for our hero Hoang. He's sending more villagers. I think even losing the Trebs will be a big loss for Hoang, but imagine if this castle gets denied. Right now, Lix is just focusing on the army and letting the Trebs do their thing. That castle's going up. I think the Trebs still go down. There's still camel archers here. There's still camel archers here, and here, and here, and here. And there's hussars going for the raid over here. It's 54 military to 6. Hoang. He almost did it. What a heartbreaker, man. What a beast Lix is to have survived all of this madness. Wow. Hoang at 80 pop now. His push is pretty much relied on having a castle next to the Trebs. And the game and series is over. Guys, I expected Lix to win this. I did not expect the games to be so damn freaking close. I did not expect Hoang to win game number 1 the way he did with Teutons. And that full best of 3 will be in the video description on YouTube for those that want to see it. And I didn't expect him to see to pick Italians in game 2. I certainly didn't expect that. Salutes deserved for both players. First off, because Hoang took it to a player who has been a legend and all-around amazing, stubborn player for many years. Like, Lix has played in more tournaments than Hoang has picked Celts in his life. Okay, that's a slight exaggeration, but still. So to make the series that close, and for Hoang to be able to live up to the hype against a player this good, very impressive. Now, Lix had one of the worst maps I have seen, and he got castle dropped, and he got Hoanged. He was, what, 20 vills behind? And he hung in there. Type a 1 in chat if you feel like a lot of high-level players would have considered or called the GG after the night raid on the gold, after not seeing the woodline on the left, and everything that went down there. I was expecting the GG. I was expecting it to be over. But I feel like if this was a hidden format, like Hidden Cup, then what happens is Lix just assumes the opponent's going to have good eco balance and military balance behind that push, and then he taps out. But because he knew it was Hoang, he was like, wait a second. Wait a moment. This guy doesn't really have good balance. Let's try. And then he came back. 171 kills for Lix. Those camel archers were so clutch, man. But Hoang? It was a bit of a throw. Look at that. I mean, you've got to win from that position, my friend. His balance now is way better than it was 2 years ago, but you've got to win from that position. You have the better eco civ. You kill those villagers, you expand your eco, but you don't let him overwhelm you with Mangonel and camel archers like that. And I think it came back to his food eco at the end of the day. He didn't have the food eco he needed. As Khmer, I mean, he ended up having a bit more, but like at that stage, he needed to have knights or elephants with those scorpions. It was just way too one-sided for him in that instance, and Lix was able to climb back. 90% of the map explored, 84 for Hoang. There are those crazy, crazy uptimes. Guys, Lix was in Castle Age against Imp Hoang with Trebs for 15 minutes.
What a great game from Hoang. He will
15 minutes.
2021 if he continues to evolve.
So, how excited do you think Viper is to be potentially facing up against Lix? Do you think he's happier to be facing up against Lix, who is very messy and has probably more chances to kill Viper in standard ways? Or do you think he's like, whoo, wiping sweat off of his brow that he doesn't have to play Hoang? I don't know, but I'm sure we'll find out in the future. Yeah, Tarza says, I don't think Viper minds either way. He'll slaughter both of them. Probably, but I remember Doubt saying that when he had to face Hoang in Hidden Cup qualifiers, he's like, of all the players, I wouldn't want to face Hoang because you never know with someone who can go YOLO. All right. Well, I think the good news is that was tremendous.